it's Jan Malone, your dementia mentor, and I am starting a new series called What Does Memory Loss Look Like? I think many of us have this preconceived idea that memory loss means we just don't know who our family and friends are. Unfortunately, it's a whole lot more than that. It's losing your sense of taste, losing your sense of smell, not knowing where you're at even in your own home. It's forgetting what is dangerous and what is safe. And so over the next few weeks, we're going to look at many different scenarios. With all the information you now have on the brain, we're going to be talking about day-to-day functioning and how a brain with dementia makes life really challenging for your loved one. And I know sometimes we feel like, oh, they're doing this just to kind of get my goat. And when you feel that way, go back and review this series on how the brain is shrinking. And maybe, just maybe, it'll help you soften a little bit to say, wow, this is really difficult for them. For me, one of my hot buttons is a person with dementia still driving. I have dealt with, over the past 15 years, many families who tell me how bad their loved one is, but they still allow them to drive. They tell me, well, they're only going to the store. They're only going to get their hair cut. They're only going to church. But it only takes one split second to have a car accident and potentially hurt them as well as hurting someone else. And I get that one of the biggest hurdles is when to take that driving privilege away. But look at the word privilege. It is a privilege to drive. It is not a right. I remember when my boys were turning 16, we had rules about what it was going to take to be able to drive our family car. We don't do that for somebody with dementia. And quite often, we, as the healthy-brained individual, allow the unhealthy brain to be able to call the shots. And I get that, because when we take the keys away, we know they're going to be mad. And if they're mad, we pay the price for that. So let's take a look at just a few of the steps that it takes to drive a car. First, you've got to get in your car. You need to put your seatbelt on, and you need to put the key in the ignition. You should be adjusting your mirrors, both your rear view and your side view mirrors, before you begin to drive. You need to pay attention to speed limit signs and change of speed limit signs for different zones that you come in. You need to pay attention to warning signs, and all while you're in traffic driving the car. And of course, let's not forget the stop sign. And oh yeah, it's beginning to rain. I better turn my wipers on. And how fast am I driving again? And do I have enough fuel to get there? Whew. That was a lot in just 40 seconds. What I didn't tell you is once you put the key in the ignition, to turn it to start. What I didn't tell you is do that while having your foot on the brake, and then putting the gear column in either drive or reverse and putting your foot on the gas. I think you get my drift here. There's just a lot of things that come natural to us when driving the car because we have a healthy brain. Then there are all the distractions. On our console, we have to control the temperature of the inside of the car. Is the radio too loud or too soft? You have the use of a GPS that's telling you turn right or turn left or make a U-turn. We have our cell phone ringing or texting us. And maybe we have a passenger sitting next to us saying, "Harold, slow down, turn right, you went the wrong way, turn left." And then we may have that car behind us honking their horn. They're angry because we, the demented driver, do not know what we're doing. When a person has been diagnosed with dementia, the best thing you could do for them is to take the car keys right then. They still have some cognitive ability to be able to reason with them to say, these are all the reasons why you shouldn't be driving. The risk is too great to them, and it's too great to others on the road. Think about how they would feel if they hit a child and killed them. Good drivers are alert, they think clearly, and they are capable of making good decisions while driving. With dementia, they may not react as quickly when faced with a surprise on the road. And believe it or not, some insurances are now not honoring claims when there has been a doctor's diagnosis of dementia. So if you haven't been able to tell this yet, by the tone of my voice, this is a serious topic. And I don't think any of us with a healthy brain should be willing to risk all that we have worked for to not make our loved one with dementia mad and let them drive the car. Again, that risk is too great to them, and it's too great to us. I hope you enjoyed today's educational moment. Please check back next week as I will continue this series about what memory loss looks like. I really appreciate you watching my videos. If you like this, please tap that little thumbs up. And also, I've noticed some of you are beginning to share my videos, and I sure appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. That's an indication to me that I should continue on with this series about dementia. Thanks, and have a great day.